What's up, y'all? What's up?
Hi.
Oh, we
Hey.
just came on in with a regular.
I know. He said, "What he
Hey.
said he was gonna do the
No
intro,
intro.
honey."
No nothing.
No,
We
yeah,
are
let's get right
we
into
was
it.
backstage laughing, kiki, and having a good time. So yeah, we said, well, let's just click the button so the people can come in and enjoy our good time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we are live and
Yes,
in
we
color.
are.
So what's up, y'all? We only got a couple more episodes to
Oh no, we
go.
gotta find
I
another
know
show.
it. I am so
Yeah,
not
we got to
ready
find
for
out something else
it.
to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have really enjoyed the banter. I think that there's a comfortable mixture in between us. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh
the
yeah.
even killed, reserved one of the group, and then I have y'all to be wacky and wild and stuff. So I kind of balance it out.
Wacky and wild. I love it though.
Anyway, so yeah, Insecure season 5, episode 7, chilling. Okay, that is where we are. We are chilling. Where's my? I'm gonna go back to my notes that I use for my review because that helps keep me on track of kind of the overall what happened during the episode. Which, overall grades for the episode. What are you giving it? Hey, little baby.
I'm gonna give it a B. I'll give it a strong B plus. B plus.
79.
He didn't give me the number, did he?
I
Yeah,
give it an
look, I get
87. This was an
an
87.
87.
Yeah, and I'm a hard grader. You're never breaking the 90s unless it's just wonderful. But
Mm-hmm.
I give of this season my highest grade this season,
Oh
my
wow.
favorite episode this season. I give it an 87.
Okay. I mean, definitely, I enjoyed this episode. I love when everybody's here. Like, I love when we see Tiffany and Kelly, and just they all are together in some type of event or some type of chill environment. Um, I talked about this a little bit on live on TikTok with another creator, so I'm kind of familiar more with like what because I was, I was getting other people's opinions. Um, it was a lot of like surprises. There's a lot of changes. This apparently, so I get what you're saying before we got on the show. That it seems like there's a lot of conclusions going on now. Like we're starting to see,
Yeah, there's a lot of
yeah,
closure.
closure. There we go.
Um, so where's my notes? I just threw my notes down because I had to pick up something. All right,
Mhm.
so we start off day at ladies' night, and listen, if you ain't got a group of friends that y'all can't do this or haven't done this or don't continue to do
Listen, that's exactly what I said on my review. I said if you don't have a group of friends that you can have a girls' night, a guys' night, a girls' weekend, a guys' week, like if you don't have a group of friends that you can do this with, where y'all it's just easy breezy, go with the flow. We're gonna have a good time whether we just sitting around the kitchen table with a bag of chips or we are at a fancy
this.
restaurant. If you don't have a group of friends like that, then you need to find you some. That is
I
your
have a
that
foursome
is your task
foursome.
for 2022. Okay,
Yeah,
that is your task.
I have
Yeah.
a foursome. Really, be you've seen three of us. You haven't seen all four of us together, but you have seen three of us together, and
And I joined in and had a really good time with them. Like
really
we
did.
had a good time.
They was giving me the business, y'all. They really was giving me the business.
We
Do
were
I
giving
need to
him the
come down
business.
there to Florida, child? Look,
But we have a good time. Darren, you would love us. You would love us. We have a great time.
I feel like
But
Darren would
I
blend in
mean,
with us. I feel like Darren can hang out with us and blend
yeah,
in.
Darren, do that.
I mean,
oh,
that's
thank
just
you.
like the first time, even though we met each other on YouTube through
Hmm.
really through Mother and our different connections. But the first time me, you, and Abby hung out, it was just instant. It was
And
no,
we just
Hmm.
had a great time.
yeah.
No fights, no drama, no nothing. Just had a really
Hmm.
good time. And it just when things click and it just clicked. And with these four, even though I can't stand Amanda Seals, they click. They
Right.
did.
We know how you feel about Amanda.
We already know. And they had a whole night plan. They had a massage plan. They had dinner plan. They had blunts going. You know, they had the alcohol. They was here for it, and I was here for all at Issa's house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I questioned why at Issa's house, because I figure of the four of them, she probably has the house that's the least inviting.
I was
But
thinking that too. Well, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm sorry.
but I guess that she's the main character of the show. That's why they did that. I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say this. I know me and my girlfriends, we do well before the panty. We've been doing an annual
Mm-hmm.
sleepover every year, and we rotate. So it's like five, 4 or 5 of us, and we just rotate. So we've had it at hotels. If somebody didn't want, didn't feel like they could accommodate everybody at their home, we've had it at people's houses. So maybe that's what they do. Maybe they rotate it, and it was Issa's turn. That's what I was thinking. Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, out of all of y'all, we doing this at Issa house?
Well, little baby 245 just said, I guess the house has fewer restrictions when it comes to
But
smoking.
doesn't Tiffany and Derek stay in their own house?
Yeah,
I thought.
Tiffany and Derek had their own. But with Tiffany and Derek, then that means Derek and the baby would have had to leave.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Or no, he probably would have been up in there because the boyfriends always want to. They want to just be involved in the situation.
I
I'm
don't
like, I
feel
just
like
tell that to my
Derek would
cousin.
have.
I'm like,
Derek knows them well enough. I don't feel like he would have wanted to been involved. He probably would have been like, "I'm going."
he always like to add. He'll definitely, yeah.
With Chad and them.
I want to see them
And,
go to Kelly's house. Like I don't think we ever been to Kelly's house.
but Kelly got a good job now. We do know that about Kelly. She do have a
Yeah.
good job now. Because doesn't she do like financial planning and all of that kind of stuff?
something with the bank. Because remember when Issa needed some help, she went to her. Something with a bank. She does bank something. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Issa went to her for some financial help. She did. Yeah.
And she got a podcast too. I want to know more about.
Yeah, she
that.
had her podcast, honey.
I mentioned this on my review, and some of my best friends said I'm just being morbid. When Kelly started choking on that blunt, I thought she was about to die. Like I really did. I was
Y'all
like,
are still on this theory.
Why are y'all trying to kill Kelly?
I don't know. Like in the back of my mind, like Kelly's gonna die at some point.
No, but I do think Kelly. I think
Kill this girl.
sometimes we watch so much shows and films, and like we pick up on the innuendos and like, oh, this is gonna happen to this person, that's gonna happen to that person. So when she coughed like 3 or 4 times, I'm like, oh, she probably sick with something. Like it's something gonna come. Because I don't know, she has been acting a little weird.
I'm telling y'all,
Still
if we find out at the end of this show that Kelly done died,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, they started drinking and they played this question in the hat game.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's my thing. I guess this is their friend group's thing. Every friend group has something that they do that is like the game you play where y'all just chat, where y'all ask questions or y'all get down to the get down, spill the tea. And like for me and my friends, we play cards. We know. We're not gonna play spades. It'll be 4 of us. We're not gonna play. We might play spades, but we're more than likely gonna be playing gin rum. And we're gonna play a good spirited game of gin rum and be dishing all of the dirt and the tea and telling people about their stuff and be like, girl, why you did it? That's just what we do.
Right.
And so I guess their version is this question in a hat thing. What did you think about it?
It's given very much. It's given what Real Housewives of Atlanta Pillow Talk should have gave.
Oh, he's taking back to the Real House of Atlanta pillow talk.
Okay, that's how it should have been in Real Housewives because this was less fighting. But no, that's what I was thinking. It was given very much pillow talk. Putting questions in a hat that's kind of like targeted to some people. And don't you like it when it always goes to that right person? The question is like, oh, because I think there was something that there was something that they said it was about Issa, like something about her being like
Inconsistent.
Inconsistent.
Yeah.
And then,
But they asked about that was when the question came out, would you want to live forever stuck on the island with the last person you had sex with or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And she told him about her issue with the argument she had with Nathan.
Yeah.
And the fact that he called her inconsistent. They were like, Yeah.
Hello.
And her feeling,
Well,
she was
we'll
really
get
like, what?
She knows she inconsistent. Like people that's come on now.
And we got a couple of throwbacks this episode too. Remember how I
Mhm.
was complaining earlier in the season that I was like, we're not getting any throwbacks to anything. We
I
got a
had an
couple of
issue
them.
with it though. We did get a couple, but
Like
I took it
the first one we got was the hat game where
with
somebody
that.
put in the hat about who would you admit to your friend that you broke their vase. And remember, that's been an argument that they've been having since season one about Issa breaking that girl's vase. And
Hmm.
Molly is like, just admit you did it, Issa. Just admit you did it. And I thought that was the first one. We got a couple of them this episode, but that was the first one that I saw.
Mhm. Well,
It was
since
a
we're
fun
here,
one.
let's just go here. Let's just bring up the people that was brought up. I felt like the Daniel and Dro references in this episode were clunky to me at
Mm.
best.
Random. Very random.
Right, like, why is this like? And I would, to me, that wasn't good writing. That's what, to
What do
me,
you mean though?
it go down because I was like, especially
Daniels wasn't clunky to
the
me, but
Daniel wasn't
Dro
as bad,
was. Dro was
but
out of
Dro,
left field.
they didn't even answer. She didn't even answer the phone like for anything.
But you know what they could have done with Dro, and it could have worked. They could have had Molly saying that Dro called her to check on her with her mom, and then when he called, it would have been like, "Girl, he won't stop calling me now." That would have been, and it would have been a smooth transition. The Daniel thing I thought was cool because the question was, which one of your friends' exes would you sleep with? I didn't think that was clunky.
That wasn't clunky, but let me say this: I
Some of
dare
them.
that question to come up amongst my friends because we already know, like we've talked about these type of things. When you is not having sex, when you're not talking about my ex, you're not talking about girl, I want to get with her. No, I don't care how fine he is. I don't care how much I tell you how big his stuff is and how great his stroke game is. That is not now.
Yeah,
If you
I
want
think
to
that
go
was a
at home,
dangerous question to ask. Now I
But
did
hold
think
up.
that. Go
yeah,
ahead,
But hold
Darren. I'm
up.
sorry. Go
See,
ahead, Darren.
the thing about it is though, what got me was the way that pause before they started answering. I could have sworn they was about to say Lawrence, and if they would have said his name, I felt like
Ooh,
that would have been some problems. Like I
yeah,
feel like
that
that
would
would
have
have been
been
some
yeah.
some.
Oh,
Yeah,
problems.
that
that
would
would
have
have
been.
been
Oh,
that whole night would have went left. That whole
But see, I
night
kind of
would
feel
have
like
went.
somebody.
but
I feel like somebody
But I
wanted to say that
feel
though.
like the person who wrote the question wanted
Hmm.
to get the temperature of the room in order to see. I feel like whoever wrote that question might have wanted to say him, and but they wanted to get the temperature of the room first
Right,
before they
right.
admitted it.
Because
Because
you know,
somebody
when one person say
write
Lawrence,
that
I'm like, oh yeah,
question
Lawrence
down.
too.
Like
Uh
somebody
huh.
had to write that question.
Right.
Because I dare one of my friends to ask that question, like, which
Yeah,
one of
when they asked the question, I was like, ooh, like that'd have been one of those questions. I just wouldn't have answered.
Look,
Mm-mm.
like what?
every friend group is different.
Right. I mean, I guess. Would you do that with your friend Darren?
No.
But like you are
I,
our resident Generation Zer, so
mhm.
we look to you to be the aficionado on all things Generation Z. So in
Gen
Generation,
Z, I know Gen Z is very high sex drive. Y'all are a lot of us is some fast ass, you know what. So you know what I'm saying? We not having those conversations.
listen, that ain't just a Generation
'Cause I've
Z
been in
thing.
Yeah,
plenty of
All
that's not a
generations are
conversation
situations.
we
real
ever
fast.
have.
Uh-huh. I don't know if it's a generational thing, but
Yeah, we never. We're like, I mean, that's just a question we're not asking, and nobody damn sure need to answer it.
okay.
Like I be when that question came out, I'd be like, what? Be waiting for a bitch to say something. What? Because they already know. Now I will now. Moment of self disclosure. I do have a situation where I have with one of my friends now. This gonna come out real messy. Oh man.
Okay.
We're
Hey,
not shocked by that.
okay, so one of my exes I dated for 2 years, right? Him and one of my friends in my friend group had sex, but I didn't know. And let me tell you why, because him and my friend hooked up. It was a random hookup. He gave my friend the wrong name.
Oh Lord.
You know how you be old with the apps or whatever. You have a fake name on the chat line back in the day or whatever.
Mhm.
And so my friend was all in love, but it never went anywhere. It was just, hit it and quit. But me and the dude after that met, and we dated and it wasn't until, because I usually don't bring guys that I am thinking about talking to around. I'll mention their name, but I won't bring them around the group until
Right.
a certain point. So when I did finally bring him around the group, my friend was like, "That's so and so." I said, "No, that's not. His name is dot dot dot." And they were like, "No, that's so and so." And so when I got back in the car with well, at that time it was my boyfriend, my ex, he was like, "Yeah, we did kind of," and I was like, "It wasn't gonna break us up," because at that point, we was,
It was
Mhm.
what it was. Yeah.
yeah, it was
That's
what it
Right.
was.
that's funny.
That's the only instance that I have of a situation that could come close to that. And every time we talk about it, my my friend be like, "She was taking that big ass shit every day. What? You a fucking gaping hole." I said, "Why I gotta be a gaping hole?" Because you
What's
took
going
like
on?
a third leg every day, 4 times a day, you whore.
You're such a hoe. Anyway.
I'm not a hoe, but that's the only instance I have where something like that between me and my friends could come up. Because now we have a rule. Even when we're talking to somebody, we will show that person to our friends, like, "Hey, you know this person?
So
Give me
Right,
all
just to make
the
sure.
give
we're
me
You
not
all
never
playing
know.
those
the
games.
details.
We are not playing those games.
Tell me
You be
right.
talking to the
We'll
same
play
person
that
and ain't
game.
even know it.
Ever since that time, we all be like, "Hey, you know this person?" Because it's so funny. Because he tried to be a retread and talk to a third one of us, like recently.
Mm.
And so he was so my friend was like, "Y'all see this motherfucker trying to be on that app?" I was like, "Child, I'm
Mm-mm.
done."
Well, sound like some hoe stuff.
Yeah, child. Anyway, but that game came because their massage, I remember, got canceled. They had the whole massage that they were supposed to do, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
canceled. And that's how they started drinking, and they had that go down. So then we had Lawrence dropping off the Lion King over the Curious George house.
Ah, ah.
And, oh, girl,
Not the Lion King. Who was the Lion
Wait, not
King?
the
The
Lion
baby
King, no.
Mufasa.
Condoleezza Rice.
or Canada's house?
Curious George.
Not Curious George. I cannot with y'all
Can of
with these
paint.
names.
Coca Cola.
Anyway,
Go
can
ahead.
I tell y'all how I fell out? Hey, the Thesis daughter. Can I tell y'all how I fell out when they had this whole conversation about the child sleeping with his booty in the air? And I said, "Did I sleep like that as a baby? Like, was I
I know. I know. Babies that sleep like that.
prepared?"
I'm about to say, babies sleep like that all the time.
I know,
So,
and I just figured that I probably, as a baby, slept shooting that thing up. Shoot that thing up, mommy. Make it roll. I can imagine as a baby, I probably slept with my ass tooted up in the air, just ready, just
It's
practicing.
but see,
I,
I like even though y'all don't like Miss Girl. I love the sentimental moment between her
I
and
didn't.
Lawrence.
I
You
I thought
didn't.
didn't.
it was a good moment, though. I thought they had a
I thought
really, really good moment.
I'm gonna say like this. I'm a huge fan, and men go up on their cuteness, meter. For me, I love seeing a man taking care of their children. That to me is
Hmm.
so different to me. Any man, when you see a man, he ain't got his girlfriend with him, he ain't got his wife, he ain't got the baby mom. It's just him and his child. You in the mall or the store somewhere, you see him, taking care of it. I'm here for it. So
Hmm.
sexy. So seeing Lawrence in this whole place, it makes Lawrence even sexier. You know what I'm saying? So I did
Right.
like that. Her and her whole thing, me and
I
Karate.
mean, I get it. He shouldn't have to have some type of validation for her, like some type. You know, you're a good parent. You know, you're a good parent. Um, but I guess he still kind of does care for her opinions and what they think about him as a parent. Because I feel like when you first have a child, like you go through that period of like people thinking that you're like a bad parent and that you're doing the wrong thing and you should be doing more, you should be doing this, and especially if you're in a split relationship situation.
Listen.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was cute when she said, "Oh, you're good, because it made him feel because how he responded. That's what made the moment.
Like he was in there fixing shelves and shit and all kinds. I was like, me and Conch Shell, I don't really do her like that. I don't really, no. Me and Cocaine Cowboys, we don't do it like that. We don't see for each other
I
like
thought that. But you know what else I thought was a good conversation? I thought that was a good conversation when she said, "Hey, when I thought I was gonna have to do this by myself, I thought about not doing it at all." And I thought that was.
I thought they were going to talk about that more and expound on that. I thought that would have, and he just was like, "Nah, you don't even have to talk about it." But
he said, "I'm sorry that I made you feel like that."
Oh, I thought he said, "No, we don't have to talk about it."
No, he said, "I'm sorry I made you feel like that."
I did like that they brought that up, though. I did like
because that's real. Like that is real. Because remember his response when she told him. Remember his response was like, "Well, damn, all right, well, keep me posted." I mean, I can only imagine how that made him feel. You know what I mean?
You right, little baby. He did have that whole incident at the Thanksgiving with the faucet.
Right, like
they were supposed to be fixing the faucet.
Right, that is true. That now he did redeem himself from the whole faucet mishap. Redeemed himself
because Conquistador was like, "No, we're not doing this. We're not." No, she was real embarrassed. So
he was literally trying to learn on a YouTube video as he was doing it for the first time around her family. That was a lie. That was a lie.
Wait a minute.
Your friend. That was a lie.
So we got some information too, like during like their whole thing. So apparently Issa wasn't at that birthday party.
Yes, it blew my whole.
We did get that. We got all of that information. We got all of that because we did get that. Was that back down to the ladies' night? We'll get there with the ladies' night because I wrote that down. We gonna get that. Just a second.
I got a bigger question because now I have a bigger question because now my question is why weren't you or Molly?
No, wait, hold that thought. Really, we gonna get there because I wrote that.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
Ooh. When that came out, I said, "Oh, well, let's go back down to the ladies' night." They still playing this game question and that. Now, the question that bothered me the most was the milk and cereal question. I don't care. All of that other stuff was good. But if you tell me that you put milk in your bowl before the fucking cereal, we cannot be friends.
I don't know who does that. Who puts the milk in first?
Didn't you say she does it at the same time? Like how that
takes a lot of coordination. That's a lot of
because you gauge how much milk you need based on the cereal.
The only time the milk is in there first is if I'm using the leftover milk from the first bowl.
Right. That means it was already in there from without right.
Right.
If you're telling me that you put milk in the bowl before the cereal, now I'm not saying everybody got to use ice in their cereal like I do.
Now, see, I'd have issues.
Who uses ice?
It's to keep the milk cold.
The ice to keep the milk cold and to keep the cereal a little more crisp, a little longer.
No,
I did that one time. It was horrible because like the ice will melt, like it makes.
But you eat
it waters down the
milk enough to what ice ain't melting that fast.
I don't eat cereal fast.
You know why I eat cereal fast? Because when I was growing up, one of my favorite cereals was Fruity Pebbles. And you know with Fruity Pebbles,
that gets soggy.
And you got to eat that thing fast, or you about to have a whole mess over there. Okay. So that explained Fruity Pebbles and honeycomb was two of my. Now honeycomb you can have it there for a while, but Fruity Pebbles, you're not playing them games with Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, every review says I don't drink milk at all, so just cereal. Bless you.
Have you
I
ever
don't know how y'all do it.
cereal with
No, I
water?
don't drink. But I mean, I don't drink milk.
Cereal with water.
Yeah, I don't drink milk like I used to. I don't drink whole milk anymore. I stopped drinking milk a few years ago, but I'll drink almond milk now. I drink almond milk.
I don't buy milk at all. Only time I buy milk is if I buy a box of cereal, and the chances I buy a box of cereal maybe once or twice a year.
And that's what I was gonna say. The only time I even drink eat cereal anymore is every once in a while I'll get a craving for some frosted flakes.
And I'll be like,
and it's frosted flakes. That's what I want. I don't want just any. I want frosted flakes. And I'll get a craving. I'll go out be a box of frosted flakes. I'll give me a thing of almond milk, and I might eat frosted flakes for like 2 or 3 days, and then I'm done with it.
That's it.
See, that's crazy. Milk. I'm telling you, milk is going out of business because there's a lot of people that stop just not drinking it. They're either drinking almond milk.
But you know, people are going to the alternatives now. Like the almond milk is a big thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, or lactate and stuff like that. I didn't know as many people were lactate intolerant as there are. I'm not lactose intolerant, I should say. But I know a lot of people that are, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's unfortunate."
I don't know.
Girl,
like that's no mac and cheese. That's no.
I'll be okay eating my cheese if you need me.
Okay.
Now, people say her kids don't do milk in their cereal, so what do they eat? Like what? I know somebody told me they just do water with cereal. I'm like, ew. Like,
that is some project. That is a struggle meal.
Because I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in the struggle. And you got food stamps, and when you got food stamps, then you eat good. Listen, let me tell you, when you had them stamps, when them stamps hit, your mama or whoever your guardian is go and buy a whole boatload of stuff to last for the goddamn, per month or whatever, and they'll save a little bit to say, we're gonna have to replenish this or dot. Child. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm a Cinnamon Toast Crunch fan, spicy original. Thank you for coming out the bushes. So now I will eat cereal like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You can eat that without the milk. Like you would say, I'm just gonna eat this as a snack. That's a good snack, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I can do that. But that question right there was like, child. That's when we got to the question about that's when Molly got a call from Torian, the work bae.
The work bae. And
she didn't answer, right?
What happened?
She didn't answer, right?
No, she did. Remember, she went in the room.
Remember, she was off the
like, that don't sound like no work conversation. Oh, she answered. Now, everybody who I know named Torian got dick of death and cock of doom, but they are toxic as fuck and will fuck your life up. Bomb ass sex, but they're gonna leave your whole life in shambles. I'm just telling you what I know. And I know about, I think, 6 Torians. And everything I know about all of those Torians, I ain't never had sex with none of them. But everybody who I know that done been with them, their life was in shambles after. I'm just saying.
I'm not even
I don't know.
entertaining you. I think that's what Molly's going to end up with. Again, if we're going for the happy ending, tying everything up in a bow, then I think that's going to be Molly's happy ending.
Well, and we'll get to this maybe at the end, but I feel like this episode was us tying up the whole friend group in a bun, because there's 3 episodes left. We know we have to get closure on Lawrence, Molly, and Issa. Those 3 are the main 3 characters. And so I figured that they're going to try and give us closure on each one of those characters for the next 3 episodes. Like, I think next episode, I think Molly or whatnot. But I felt like this episode was them saying, listen, remember when they had that little group hug or whatever, right when they found out about Tiffany leaving? I felt like that was them saying, hey, bitch, enjoy all of this. This is your plan.
It's the last time you see her.
Because We throwing up the peace sign. And I'm glad that I ain't gonna have to deal with Tiffany no more in life after
Oh,
this episode, dear God. I'm sorry.
oh Lord.
I'm sorry. Anyway, back down, back down to Candy Coated Raindrop House. Uh, we saw Lawrence put up the shelf that he's continuing to be a good dad, and she told him, she said, "You know what? You're a really good dad." And I felt like that was the first time she expressed that to him. He done moved back. You know, you could see he's been really active and involved in
Right, because she actually let him
this
take the
stuff.
baby out the house. Shit.
Mhm. And right, because he actually was dropping the baby off, meaning she let him, you know, be a dad. And I would venture to guess she probably didn't do that till he moved back. I would venture to say it wasn't, hey Lamone, it wasn't until he moved back, I should say, that she said, okay, you can take him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know what y'all think.
I don't know about that. I don't know if it was until he moved back, but it's definitely, you can definitely tell that they have a set up schedule, that there's no anxiety. I mean, when
Yeah.
she wasn't like standing by the door waiting for it to ring. She was happy, and she was comfortable, and but you can also tell that they're still not in a really really comfortable space, because you saw how they were clumsy over that whole, well, I could put the bookshelf together. Well, no, it's okay if you don't want to. Well, no, I really don't have nothing to do. Well, are you sure? So you could tell they're still not in a comfortable space with each other,
I
but
feel
they're
like they're in
definitely
common
doing the
ground.
co-parenting thing.
Yeah, it's common
But
ground with them.
but toward the end, to me, I felt like there was a little bit of something in the air between them, which bothered me because for me, I want to just take Lawrence and shake him to death, like him and these retreads, and him and just
Well, I saw the memes on they had memes about that this weekend too, about when I saw when I it's like memes about when I saw um Con- Condola and Lawrence getting along, and like all the memes of people like rolling their eyes, and like
Right.
the meme of Viola Davis getting up and walking away. Like I was like,
right,
yeah,
right.
that's how I
But I
felt.
think
That is how I felt.
that goes back to the horrible writing for male characters. Because let's be clear, I'm not saying that men don't retread, but it seems like with Lawrence, this is a constant thing, and that just doesn't seem realistic and feasible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. But I was just like, really, y'all just really gonna write, like, really, really? Because at a certain point, it was like, are y'all finna go and fuck or something? Like, what's happening here? Like,
I really thought they were. I
I
thought
thought
they
they
would
were
get
too.
ready to have a night of.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought they were. I really thought that
why?
he was
It
going to
was
get
like
killed.
y'all finna go fuck. Like, girl, what's happening here?
I ain't
And
gonna lie. I thought that's what was about to happen.
if they would have, I would have came. I would have did my review and drug.
I think
You always
just
talking about how you dragging somebody.
right. I think just looking at
I
the
didn't have to, so we don't have to worry about it.
mhm. Looking at the response of people saying that they don't want to see, they really don't want to see Condola get along with her. 'Cause I feel like people are still holding on to Issa and Lawrence. I think that's what
I
it
don't
is.
think that I'm.
No, I am me right here. She
I
is he.
don't, I don't want Lawrence back with Issa, but I don't want him with caramel macchiato either.
I do. I want
Let's just
Lawrence
be
with
clear.
Issa.
Mm,
I don't think Issa deserves the Lawrence at this point.
ooh.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness! Now
I
what's
said
going
it.
on?
I said it. Anyway, um, back down to the ladies' night. So first of all, if you all we hang out and we go have a night and we somewhere where we can cook, y'all better not ever make no fucking cookies with no goddamn Cool Ranch Doritos in it. Please be clear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not cookies for me should be sweet and not savory. I don't want to bite into a motherfucking cookie and taste Cool Ranch Doritos in it. Mm-mm. That should never be a thing.
That's like a classroom birthday party where they used to give us cookies and chips with soda.
If you decide that you gonna put them together because they was at the table, that's fine. But they should not. You should not be cooking the Cool Ranch Doritos.
But I think that was a straight up. We are high and we got the munchies and all that shit just looked good. Like,
right.
That was an under the influence moment right there.
Hey, Sims overdose boo. He coming through with vintage Miss Rahi.
I know that's right. Hey, boo.
That's my boo right there. Don't be hey boo with him too hard because I'll fuck
you up. Hey, boo.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. Just saying.
And I'm just saying too.
Now,
what you gonna do about it?
And I don't listen. I believe that cookies and Cool Ranch, they might can go together. If you just say, "Oh, let me eat these together."
There's never a universe that I live in where I'm gonna ever say that I think that's a match made in heaven. No, man.
Like, you're not cooking them together. That's what we're not doing.
You're not cooking them together. But...
You ain't doing like Easter date. You take the Cool Ranch in that cookie. No, bitch, and I don't want to.
No, I heard, like I said, I heard of them school parties back in elementary. You used to get them cookies, you get them cupcakes, you got chips, and you don't eat them at the same time, but you have it like it's on your plate and stuff like that. Like it had that's what it was given.
You know, the little bit of flavor on it that it rubbed off on it. That's even different from
you. Like I said, when you high, child, you eat anything.
I guess. Anyway, so we found out everybody wanted to fuck Daniel. Of Issa's exes, which one would you want to fuck?
Lawrence.
He's Lawrence for me. Lawrence is at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel, even though Daniel is sexy as fuck, Daniel's attitude, bravado, and personality turns me off. I don't like that type. I have a big personality. I like more of a Lawrence, where he's Lawrence.
I think it would have to be Daniel for me.
It's Daniel for you. For me, is Lawrence. I'm here for Lawrence. All part for him.
I don't know. This is Daniel.
Nathan doesn't even factor in. Like, if we had to do fuck, marry, kill, Lawrence, Nathan, and Daniel, who's your fuck, marry, kill?
Well, Daniel to sleep with, Lawrence to marry, Nathan, I guess by process of elimination.
Yeah, that's my three. I'm marrying Lawrence, I'm fucking Daniel, and I'm killing Nathan.
Child. It's same one as yours, El Teddy. Because look, it's
Nathan gives me little dick energy.
Well, no, that's not the reason, but it's just Nathan is just his character is very one dimensional.
Like
I said, after last week's performance where he let that man punk him in front of the whole shop and he ain't had nothing for him, I was like,
right, yeah, you were supposed to go in and let have. Baby, yeah, we're not.
Like, I'm like, what's really going on?
And then this week, where he was all, I'm sorry, it was all me. No, we'll get that.
Because we're gonna go back and forth. We're going back and forth, and I think that's what's happening. But somebody told me about Nathan. One of my mutuals on TikTok was like, well, I don't know if it was y'all or him. I keep on forgetting conversations, but they were talking about how like this is how people with bipolar disorder act. Like they go back and forth, and it's something that Issa probably doesn't want to get into, and also it's just that's just how he functions.
A mess. Okay, so here was my question, and I'm gonna ask y'all because I was confused at this point. So Issa told the girls that she saw Crayola crayons and Lawrence and Lion King at the hospital. I thought she alluded to talking to them and having a conversation with them, or was I wrong? Because the way she I thought I could have
No,
been
she
wrong.
was saying that they looked like they were a happy couple.
But I thought she was alluding to or trying to say like, oh no, I talked to them. I saw them. I talked to them.
No,
Oh,
I
she did.
didn't pick up on that.
I was confused because I was like, wait a minute. Now, if they had an actual conversation, and why wouldn't they show us that and just show us the stupid little dream sequence? Like, I don't mind you showing me the dream sequence, but if they actually did talk and have a conversation, why the fuck would
Yeah, I
we
don't
not?
think they did though. I don't think they did.
I don't think they did either.
Okay.
They would have shown that. But
and like I said, we did find out that Issa and Molly did not go to the birthday party, and we found that out when they were talking about what was it? It was one of the questions. Oh, when she talked about how when Issa was saying how
they were together.
They looked together and they were like, no, girl, it ain't all that, honey. We thought it was a birthday party. Hey, girl, it was none of what you thought it was. So, yeah, let's talk about the fact that Issa and Molly didn't go to the birthday party. First of all, if we supposed to be friends like that, and we supposed to be ride or dies and all of this, that, and the third, my child is not having a 1-year-old birthday party and you ain't there. Why? Because 1-year-old birthday parties is not for the 1-year-old. It's for the friends of the parents.
Right.
And you telling me what the fuck y'all had going on that y'all went at this birthday party?
I said the same thing. I was like, wait a minute. Because again, y'all know I was firm. About the fact that I thought that Issa at some point had seen the two of them together.
And left.
But the fact that not only she wasn't there, but Molly either, and that wasn't a conversation. Again, all you had to do was throw in there, well, we knew y'all weren't coming or whatever, but why both y'all couldn't come?
It's a kids' party. They don't have kids. So
no, a 1-year-old party.
I don't have no children either, but I can't tell you how many damn kids' parties I've been to.
Okay.
Now, listen, a 1-year-old's party is not for the kids. A 1-year-old's party is for the goddamn adults. Okay.
One of my best
like
friends has a baby, and they having a birthday party, 1-year-old birthday party. I'm expected to be there.
You are expected to be there, just like a bridal shower. I mean, not bridal shower, baby shower.
So it's just kind of weird that they weren't there. Maybe
right. I'm like, what the fuck were y'all doing that y'all weren't there? Now, are they gonna throw in that? Oh, this just happened to be the same day that Issa was having the
fashion show. Then they should have said that. Then they should have. Exactly. They could have said that.
But they didn't even give no explanation. They didn't explain nothing. They just said, "Oh, y'all wasn't." I'm like, what?
Or even if they said, well, Issa, we know why you didn't come, but Molly, whatever. Because again, even if it was a situation where Issa, what? No. Well, Issa might not have felt comfortable. Molly?
Where were you? Like, where was Molly? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Where was she? Like,
I mean, we're guessing, said maybe it was the same day as the fashion show, but even if that is the case, I don't buy none of it. None of this shit sounds believable.
Could have been like a character flaw or something like that, or like a flaw in the.
That's bad writing.
Yeah.
That's just bad writing right there.
Because they didn't even have to be there. They could have just been like, "Oh yeah, we left early or something like that." Give us something.
To say it was when Molly's mom was in the hospital. I feel like they would have said that. And I feel like, from what they're saying, the birthday party was a little while ago. Because remember, Lawrence had a chance to move all the way to LA now.
Right. It wasn't when Molly's mom was in the hospital. Now, it might have been when Issa, it may have been when Issa was having her fashion show. But again, all they had to do was just throw that in the dialogue, and we'd have all been like, oh, okay.
Right.
That was a mess. Like, I was like, yeah, you're not going to be my friend and not come. I was like, So we find out that Tiffany and Derek are moving to Denver, and that's where like I said, we get our closure, our moment to embrace the foursome, and because she didn't even tell Kelly that they were
Yeah.
moving, and so Kelly felt some kind of way. Kelly about to die. Kelly gonna die. I'm telling you.
Right.
Don't do that.
You said Kelly about to die.
I'm just telling you, prepare for the inevitable. Okay, she gonna
Kelly
die.
better not. I'm gonna be mad if she does, because first of all, if she does, we better get a dedication, like an episode or something. It gotta be.
I told you heard it here first. You've had ample time to prepare for Kelly dying, because I've been saying this for a long time. If she dies, you can't be in your feelings because you knew it was coming. Anyway, but so she's moving away, and I thought it was very real when she said, well, what happens if we decide to have another baby and I slip into another bout with depression? Because that was like real.
That's real. And she's not gonna have nobody when she
And they was like, yeah, we'll just catch the next flight. You know what came through my mind as somebody who travels a lot? And maybe it's because I'm not in the same tax bracket as other people. But going to say offering to buy a plane ticket right now today for today's flight.
new.
Like, you talk about paying. I've done that before.
Oh, no, that ain't
and I had it, but I paid like $900.
Right.
Like literally, because somebody died. And even though like airlines and stuff like that have different things for people who die, but it has to be like a mother and a child or something. It has to be that relationship, that level of relationship, and it wasn't. So I just had to bite the bullet, and I did. I paid like $900. It was like $880 something dollars. Like, and I did it because I kind of had to, but I was like, girl, that's a lot of money. I don't know. Am I looking at that wrong? Am I wrong? I'm just saying.
You ain't wrong, child. Look. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be there for you. We could do this Zoom call. You know what I'm saying? But
listen, if my friend need me and I got it, I'm there.
Right, and I but that.
Hell, look. I mean, I'm there for my best friend, but let me tell you something, honey. Because you want to live in Vegas. I'm like, Vegas, honey, that's 9 hours. Honey.
I'm just
sure this ain't nothing. We could figure this out on a FaceTime call. Like, look.
Not that we can't figure it out on a FaceTime call.
Child, you need me to hire some shooters? Like, let's go. If you went
and the other thing about it depends on the situation, because if you tell me, okay, she's just having another bout with depression, she went missing, I might have to sit back and think about, okay, what do I have going on right now in my own life or situation? That because if you gonna go across the country, you're not gonna just do a turnaround like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I could be looking at this all wrong, and I'm saying that now. And if something happened to my best friend, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on the first flight.
Exactly. You already know. I'm not even entertaining.
But let's be clear. Tiffany is maybe Kelly's best friend, but she ain't Molly and Issa's. And Molly was the first one. Oh, we'll be on the first flight out to Denver. But I guess Molly probably got the money like that. So.
Oh, you know Molly.
She like that. I ain't see Issa jump up and say nothing. Her broke ass.
Issa was like, well, you know, girl, you know she won't get the one time for the one time. She won't get that. Let's split it.
Like Issa was like, okay,
Issa the type to be like, let's go half. I'm telling you.
Because we know her broke ass.
Issa be the type that be like, How long is it for the drive? Because I'm down for a rental car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to make me
Anyway,
choke over this water.
so then later that night, when they real drunk and real high,
Mm-hmm.
Molly, that's when we started when Dro text. Well, no, first they was coming up with the text message for Molly to send to Torian. And you know, at the moment that they were about to say, I thought all of them had good advice for her, for Torian, but at the moment that they were about to send it, Dro called, and I was like, Dro, and she didn't even answer. I was
It was
like,
real clunky. It was real clunky.
yeah. It was like, y'all just threw that in there.
Mm.
Even if they could have put Dro next episode, like it looks
Right.
like next episode is a Molly episode. And Dro could have been like, man, I heard about your mama. I came over because I didn't know how I felt about, going to the hospital, but I just want to make sure your mama is okay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they have that moment and maybe blow her back out in the bathroom or something. You know what I'm saying? Have a good little moment, a good little fuck off, literally fuck off the show and show his ass crack and his back blowing her back out. You know what I'm saying? And call it a day.
Mm.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, look, it's. What about the other call that was trying to be made?
Oh no. We gonna get that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote I had a lot of stuff for the end of the episode. So Dro called. Molly stopped Issa when she was calling Lauren. Issa actually called Lauren. The phone rang.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
The phone rang when she called Lauren, and Molly hung it up.
And the
And
suspense
they're
is
up,
killing me.
bitch. Now that's a good best friend. That is what a best friend is supposed to do. When they see you doing some stupid ass, crazy ass shit, they're supposed to be like, nah, dog, give me, nope, I ain't gonna
What
put out.
we not finna do.
What we not gonna do
And I
is
even and I even like what Molly said. Molly was like, "Girl, now listen. When you wake up tomorrow and you sober and you still feel like this, then I got you. But right now, no, ma'am. No,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am.
we ain't doing this. We ain't doing.
We
And I
not.
want
We
I
not.
just my review. That's like when you at the club and you drunk as all get out, and you at the bar talking to somebody that you know you shouldn't be talking to, and had you been sober, you wouldn't have been talking to them. And your best
Mm-hmm.
friend see you and come be like, come over here, dog. I ain't
Come
gonna
over
even
here.
let you go out like that. Dog, I ain't gonna even let you go out like that. Because I had that happen to me a couple times. I've been drunk as fuck at the club a couple times and been talking to something, and my best friend a couple, no, dog. I ain't gonna let you go out like that. I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it. And the person will come over there and still try to talk to me, and my best friend be like, bruh, this ain't that party. You can go on, bruh. We ain't doing that. It was so funny. And the next day, my best friend would usually do something like take a picture of him just so I could see, and then the next day be like, "Here, bitch, this is what the fuck you was trying to do." I'd be like, "Oh, girl." I'd be like, "Appreciate, thank you. That's why you my best friend. That's why you my dog. Oh, I
You
appreciate
my
you,
dog. Okay. Yes.
girl." I can't agree with that all the time, Xavier. A drunk mind doesn't always speak a sober thought. That's not always true.
It doesn't. And I believe that too. It really doesn't. Because there's some
It don't.
times
I
I'll be
agree.
drunk
I
and
think it
I say
does.
some stuff. I'm
I
like,
think it does. I think a
It
drunk
girl.
mind
does, but
speaks
not
sober.
always. It's not concrete in speaking of stuff. Because there's something that I've said when I was drunk, and somebody, and I'll be like, "No, that's not really how I thought. That ain't really how I feel. No, I was drunk. Yeah, I was real drunk. No, that's really not what I think. Sometimes, yes. All the time, it
Hell,
ain't.
did you preface the question as a yes or no? Because honey, I get too drunk. I don't know what would. Yeah, girl. You don't be knowing what they talking about.
Right. I might not even know the question that you, like you said, I might not even know the question.
Because people be wanting to talk when you get drunk. I'm like, child, I'm not here.
Girl, I don't know what's happening right now. And you asked me the next day, like, I said, what? Girl, no,
I don't know. I feel that, but I also feel like that just because you thinking it don't mean you need to say it either. So.
But I feel like that there's levels of drunkenness. Like there is a level of drunkenness where you do speak, your mind and speak how you really are. But then you get past that level of drunkenness and you get to where you just
don't even know what the hell you can't even comprehend anything.
You drunk. And at that point, that ain't no sober mind. That ain't no sober thought. That's just bitch, I don't even know what we are. I don't know what's happening. And my thing is, and my friends know this about me, I will go past the level, that middle level, real fast. Like I'll start drinking, and that whole drunk mind speaks sober thoughts will go by real fast.
Real fast.
Like I'll be the one that be like, because those thoughts will start to come to my mind. I'll be like,
we know, we've seen it happen. We know.
Right now, let me just keep drinking and get past that. And, yeah. So we y'all see,
but Molly was, again, I think in that moment being conscious of not being overbearing and not being bossy. Even the way she handled that, I think was totally different than how she would have handled that season 2 or 3.
I don't know. I think she would have handled it the same way because it wasn't involving her.
No, but I think just the way she would have handled Issa, like her sentiment may not have changed, but the way in which she said it.
Right.
Like I feel like she would have come off a lot more harsh and judgmental. Because you
saw her
catch herself. Right. She was like, Issa, I love you, girl, but remember earlier when we were talking about being inconsistent? This is an example of what we were talking about. Like I feel like even the way she said that was different.
Issa, I've said all season, Issa is toxic.
Because Molly used to let Issa have it.
And Molly was right for letting Issa have it too. Because Issa was a whole goddamn mess back. Let's think about where Issa was back in the first couple seasons. She was a fucking mess. Fucking mess.
Right. Remember how she handled Nathan without even telling Issa? Like, yeah. Remember how she told Nathan, "Don't come back around here no more."
Nah, bro, we don't need you around here.
Right. Don't call. Don't text. Your services are no longer needed. Thank you, and goodbye.
Thank you for coming. Please drive safely.
Okay.
Ciao.
I'll be right back, y'all. Hold on.
They did send a text to Torian. And so all of that happens. They get to the next day. And Nathan sends a text that said, and I quote, "Let me know when you're free to talk." That right there is that whole text message is about as bad as somebody saying, "Oh, I got something to tell you, but I'll tell you later." Or them saying, "Oh, we need to talk, but we can talk later." No, bitch, we need to talk now. Like when you
okay.
I had an ex that was like that. Like he would have serious things that we need to talk about. And he'd be like, "We need to talk, but let's just talk later." No, bitch, no, we need to talk now. No, we know you ain't gonna have me around here with ulcers thinking about what the fuck you got to talk to me about for the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. No, ma'am. So we finna get this out now. I don't like. You do better not telling me that you need to talk to me about something, rather than say, "Oh, we need to talk, but let's just do it later." No, we need to talk now.
Yeah, don't do that. I hate that. Don't do that.
Don't. And so when he said, "Let me know when you're free to talk," oh, I'm free now. Let's do this now. And she did exactly what I would have did. "Oh, let me know when you're free. Let me call you now." She called him right on up. And I was talking to you earlier today about this really be. Darren, did you notice that crate that he used as a nightstand in this goddamn room? It was big and blue. And he had this blue ass crate. Then he had this lamp sitting on this bed. I said, Is this motherfucker using a crate as a nightstand?
Look. I mean, they struggling. Humble beginnings.
Exactly.
And it is LA.
I
right?
ain't gonna sit here in front and act like I ain't never used a crate for furniture. I ain't gonna.
I have not either. I'm not gonna say I haven't either. But what I am gonna say that the writers messed up because they presented it as if Nathan was somebody who had the money and capital to start up his own barbershop. You know what I'm saying? And we're seeing either that wasn't the case, or maybe he did try to start it and that folded, and we never got that story out. Like something has happened, and we didn't get all of the ins and outs of that.
I agree. I do feel like they gave the impression that Nathan was opening up a barbershop, and last week I didn't get the impression that I didn't get the impression that Nathan was part owner.
Yeah,
like I felt like he was just renting a booth,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I feel like something got dropped. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because remember, they showed us the episode. What was it? Last season or season before last, where he was going and picking the spot and everything. Remember that? And everything. And yeah, this is what it's gonna be. And even at the beginning of this season, they were talking about, we celebrating the 1-year anniversary.
Right. And Issa was talking to Nathan like he was in charge.
I don't know. It's just a lot of inconsistencies, and that's what I'm talking about with this
and Xavier, I have friends who stay in LA. I'm very clear on the rent in LA. I know the LA rent is very expensive. I'm very clear on that, Xavier. Tell me what I done seen and not seen. But what I'm saying is, what they presented to us for Nathan is and if you can't afford to pay rent or get furniture, you can tell me that you can afford to open up your own barbershop.
Well, maybe that's why he can't afford furniture, because he got his own shop.
I
would think that he would have furniture in his goddamn house.
No.
Before he opened up a damn shop.
Wait.
But hold on, wait. I got a question. Does he have his own place? Because last time I checked, wasn't he like in a roommate situation?
Yeah, no, he has his own place, and him and Issa been hanging out at his place.
Oh, he got his own place now. Okay, so when was this? This season?
Yeah. We've seen.
Was that a dress? I mean, I know we were there.
I am confusion. Listen, Jared, I'm with you. I'm confusion. I am confusion.
I am confusion. Like, I feel like, was this a dress? When did he look? Okay.
Listen, I'm with you, Tracy. Baby, you could go down to the Goodwill and get you one more sickening nightstand. Okay, you can go down to the Goodwill.
I have had. Listen, I done had them all-purpose crates. They was a bookshelf, the nightstand. The
one thing my grandma told me. Listen, my grandma
would go to big lots.
My grandma was the queen of going down to either Salvation Army or to the auction. She used to go down to the little auction or whatever where they auction it off little stuff that got repossessed and shit. My grandma knew where all of them things was. She would go down and she would go right down there. I knew where it was, baby. I remember.
You know when you get your first place, it's your first place. You ain't got no furniture. You sitting on the carpet.
I had a single bed in my first apartment. Okay.
Air mattress.
In the house was from the auction, except for my mattress. I wanted a new mattress, so I did Rent-A-Center. Or mattress, because mattresses are expensive, man. I wasn't making that.
They are very expensive.
They're very expensive.
I said, I'm gonna do this little Rent-A-Center for my mattress, and we gonna call it a day. But everything else, I think I paid like $500, and I furnished like my whole apartment at that time at the auction.
Okay,
maybe I was here for it.
El said he with a budget. Okay, $500.
Okay.
My grandma had to taught me, honey. I grew up poor, so I knew, honey. Was it Rent-A-Center or was it Aaron's? It was one of them two. It was either Aaron's or Rent-A-Center.
Y'all got an Aaron's all the way down where y'all live?
You know, Aaron's is worldwide, honey. Aaron's everywhere. Honey.
Yeah, there's an we
Now I have done a couple of good estate sales in my day. I found a couple of good little pieces.
You can find some real good
I see when you get comfortable with your money, you go to Raymore and Flanagan. Okay, get your little furniture. That's where most of my family get their furniture from.
We have rooms to go down in Florida. And they be kind of expensive, but I do rooms to go. Or El Dorado. If you're down in South Florida, you know, El Grotto too.
Y'all got like an IKEA?
We got like.
But see, a lot of people say that's baby doll furniture. Like
I can't mess with IKEA. I
gotta like.
You
I ain't
sit
got the
on
patience
one
for
good
IKEA.
time and this shit break, and I'm not here for it. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for IKEA shit. I'm sorry.
Like you on the ground.
Like you got to know quantum physics just to put that shit together.
Yeah, I can't do. It's too many people.
I got a desk at home from IKEA. Like you never get the full furniture set. Like you just get you get a chair, you get a desk, you get like a little, you never get the full thing because they be having like the whole rooms and stuff like that. I'm not.
IKEA, if you
baby doll furniture,
if you ain't major in quantum physics, putting that shit together, be like, girl, I ain't got this type of bad boy in it yet. Because I done helped some people put some shit together from IKEA, and I end up throwing the paper away and be like, listen, I can't do this shit. Throw this shit up.
Get somebody that can do it.
It's giving it right. So, not Lawrence, goddamn. Nathan tells Issa, oh, I was on some fuck shit. I know you wanted me to say I love you, and I really do love you, and all of this, and I was on some childish shit, and dot. I don't even think he needed to do all of that. Mm-hmm. I think it should have been, listen, I just wanted to be able to say it when I was comfortable. And I just feel like too many times people pressure people in the
right, because just because I say it doesn't mean you have to say it back because you might not be ready to say it. And I don't want you saying it because you feel like that's what you have to do. If that ain't how you feeling, that's not how you feeling. And it's
that's not what you asked. I'm with you 1,000% on that. Because I'm like, girl, you can't. And even if they do just blurt it out and say it just because you want them to, they might not really feel that way. And that's even worse.
I feel like if they end this season with them being together, I'm going to be I'm going to just feel so like just unaccomplished with the way that this series ended. Like, it's just like they're not even
like, each other. I feel like I'm going to be mad at the end anyway at this point. I'm already prepared myself to be angry. And for us to come on here and for me to have a whole 10-minute tirade.
We need an Insecure movie. Period. And that's just on period. Like we need a full film to flesh out the conclusion of this show. Do it like they did what's the girl not Naomi Campbell. Gabrielle Douglas. Not Gabrielle Douglas. Yeah, her.
Gabrielle Union?
Union, there we go. I don't know why I said Douglas, I'm thinking of that Olympic girl. But no, when she did that news show. Dang, I forgot that show.
I don't watch a lot of stuff with Gabrielle Union because I don't consider her a good actress, but that's a whole other story.
What? She is the Beyonce of acting.
Who? Beyonce can't sing.
Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle Union played the same character everything. She's the same.
They
character.
don't typecast her.
They do. And you talk about Beyonce. The fact that you compare her, Beyonce tells me a lot about your expectations of her because you don't expect a lot of her. Because I don't expect a lot out of Beyonce in terms of singing.
Okay, so who you got in singing then? Because since we done got
it ain't no goddamn Beyonce. You don't believe that shit?
Being Mary Jane, thank you. That's what the
anyway,
show's called.
Back to what we was.
Because we done went left field.
We done went all left. So, after she got off the phone with him, she said, "Call me when you get. I'll call you when you get off, or call me when you get off work. I love you too, and all of that lovey-dovey bullshit that I think he meant, but I don't think she really loves him like she said. I think she thought that was something cute to say." Or she felt like it, I should say that, and that's how I could land him, or get him to be with me. But she don't really love him like that, because what happens? Soon as she hangs up, who calls? Lawrence.
Exactly, and that's how the show ends. But somebody in the comments,
and she don't even answer the phone.
What's her name? Nasifa's daughter. You are rude. They said Gabrielle Union gives Paula Patton.
She does.
I don't like that. That's Xavier, I do not like her.
Xavier, you and Darren Green can say Beyonce is the queen. I always say, even ants have a queen. So she wants to be a queen. That's fine because ants and bees have a queen. And
Really,
so
be get into this. What's going on? Because hold on, because there's a lot of stuff that's being said about this now. Who you got? Who's seeing Beyonce though?
Xavier is Generation Z like you, Derek.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all
not
in
even
the same. Yeah.
Beyonce is not Gen Z. It's not Gen Z.
No,
Okay.
y'all
I'm
are.
not
You
saying
and
We
Xavier
are, yeah.
are both Gen Z.
Xavier is Xavier
Oh,
Myers. The chat. He's Generation Z like you.
okay.
So
So like, all right. So you're
So
basing this
this is what I'm
on
gonna say about
like y'all.
Beyonce.
Okay, go ahead.
I am not a Beyonce fan.
Mm-hmm.
I do not feel like I don't agree with El Teddy that Beyonce can't sing. I do think Beyonce can
no,
sing,
I'm not saying she
but
can't.
I'm not a
sing.
Beyonce fan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Is
I'm
it?
not
Are y'all?
saying she can't sing. She can
Just like
sing.
I think just like Gabrielle Union can act. She just plays the same character in everything she does. But
Yeah.
she plays that one character well. She got it down pat.
Beyonce can't sing, but Beyonce doesn't even make my top 50 of greatest singers.
Okay, so I think so you're saying this in comparison to the legends before her, like Whitney Houston and
I'm not even comparing her. I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, I'm just not really a fan. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All
Being
right.
Mary Jane is every role that Gabrielle Union has ever played, going all the way back to
Bring It On. Right.
It's
Go all the way back
it's
to Bring It On.
She plays the same neck rolling, attitude having. It's the same character. Even that movie,
Listen, let's be
I went to
clear.
go see that damn movie where she tried to do like the Thriller, where she was locked in the house with the kids and the people was trying to get into the house.
It was
Yeah, I
the same
remember
role.
that,
It was still the same person.
But that's just like Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige is not an actress, and she plays the same role for every character.
Too strong for too long. Anyway, we ain't gonna get. We're not gonna get into Mary J. Blige, Auntie, Miss Girl.
Mary J. Blige is just as good of a singer as Beyonce. If you want to talk about people who can sing.
Excuse me, because hold on, Mary J. Blige definitely was croaking it in the beginning of her career, live. Yes, she
Beyonce be croaking it. Let's not talk about Beyonce at the beginning of her career.
The vocals was always there with Beyonce though. In the beginning, it wasn't as strong as it is now.
No, God, no. You need to stop that. Now, Darren, Darren, what year were you born, sir?
1997.
You ain't even been alive enough to know what Beyonce's early career was like. Girl,
I know about her solo career.
I did see her in Birth of a Nation, and it was the same character. Just because it took place in 1815 does not change that it was the same character.
Oh, snap! She was in Birth of a Nation. I gotta see that movie.
She was. That was with my baby daddy in my head. What's my boy name?
I was just watching Beyond the Lights too with him.
What's up, Sophie Wash?
What's up, Sophie Wash? Now, I'm again, Darren. I don't agree with El Teddy that Beyonce can't sing. I don't agree with.
No, I never said she can't.
No,
sing.
but I don't even agree with the fact that you said that even earlier in her career. I think Beyonce has always had a decent voice.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier in her career, Beyonce was not the best singer in that group. Kelly was the better
again. Now you're moving the goalposts. I never said she was the best singer in the group. I said that I thought that she could sing.
Kelly?
Now you're moving the goalposts.
Always better singers than Beyonce.
But now you're moving the goalposts. You're comparing. Nobody said that who was the best singer in the group. Mm-hmm. What we said was that I thought that she always could sing. That's all I'm saying.
You were saying that I said that Beyonce could not sing. I never said she could not sing.
You did say that.
I didn't.
Okay, when you watch the replay of this, go back. You literally said Beyonce can't sing. You literally said that.
I don't.
Darren, am I wrong? Did I make that part up?
You did. The way you were sounding in the beginning, you definitely
literally said that.
The way I was sounding, but you
said Beyonce can't sing. You said
Beyonce can't sing. I said
just like because you were like Gabrielle Union can't act, Beyonce can't sing. You said that.
Listen, what we're not going to do, ma'am, is go through this with you, okay? You mute you right now. You can go ahead and do all of that, but you're muted, okay? Girl, we hear all we see is motion.
You're not gonna mute me, sir. You're not gonna mute me.
I am going to mute you, okay?
Now she got the admin.
Hey. Derek, don't be alarmed. She
The
threw me
chat
off.
agrees with me. Authentically Young
All
said
I
that you said it.
did, Beyonce, Derek was mute her. She's been known for throwing me all the way off her lines. Okay, I'll be on the panel with this young lady right here, and she'll throw me all the way off.
You've thrown me off your live before.
I've never thrown you off.
Oh my God, that's a lie. Abby, where is Abby? Now that's a lie. See, now you just lying.
She be throwing me off her lives all the time, Gary. You don't even understand what I've been through. You don't know my pain. You don't know what I've been through.
Lord. Child,
I mean, I admit, I will throw El Teddy off my. I'll put him
Exactly.
backstage.
She throw me off all
I admit
the
it
time.
though. I will put you backstage when you need to calm your ass down. I sure will.
Oh.
God, she be throwing me off all the time. And
I don't know how to
Beyonce's
act when I'm in somebody else's house. You don't.
She's a great entertainer, singer, not great but good, but she still kill a state. Okay, I need to.
Thank you.
No,
It's me,
now
D said
Beyonce to
timestamp.
me.
It's me, D gave you the timestamp.
But hold on, wait. Because a lot of people are saying this.
Whose side are you on, It's Me D?
Really, this turned into a whole thing.
You're siding with her, right? Is this what we're doing? I'm gonna call you It's Me D and cuss you out later.
Oh.
I'm gonna call you and cuss you out later, It's Me D, but side with her instead of side with me. I see what it's all about.
Soap and Wash, who you want to adopt you? I'll adopt you, boo.
Mm-hmm.
I'll adopt you, Soap and Wash. You
no.
No. You don't want no parts of really be because she be kicking people off. I'll take you. No, they know I'm on the Lord's side. The Lord is on the right side. I want to know.
I'm on the Lord's side.
The Lord's side. Come on now. But so I have a question for y'all. Do y'all think that she's gonna end up with Lawrence at the end?
I want her to.
Yeah, I want her to too.
It depends on what the goal is for the end of this episode. Because again, I've said this before. A lot of times when we have these series in these shows, and I think sometimes the writers overthink and they try to do something out of the box and different and leave us hanging and leave question marks. If they're going to give us a nice happy ending, then yes, I would love to see Issa with Lawrence and see them figure it out and work it out. What I would love to see is at the end of the final episode, like a fast forward 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we see where everybody is. But if they try to do something crazy out of the box, leave us hanging and all of that, then I feel like they're going to do some old dumb shit. And I'll be mad about that.
I don't want
to
because Issa has 2 times dumped Lawrence.
Issa and Laura spinoff series.
She has not dumped Lawrence twice. Lawrence dumped
She has. She dumped Lawrence the first time, and then she dumped Lawrence again this season.
No, Lawrence dumped her because she cheated.
No, it was her. She even talked about it with the girls. She dumped him.
I'm gonna need you to bring that
because
down.
He cheated.
I'm gonna need you to calm down.
She dumped him.
Well, okay. Okay, well.
And that's why the Lawrence Hive was formed, because she dumped him. And we had the formation of the Lawrence Hive, to which I am a charter member of the Lawrence Hive. Just saying. HBO does have a history of bad series finales.
I thought the Wire series finale was actually pretty good. But Game of Thrones and Sopranos was hard.
I didn't like the Wire series finale because I didn't even like the whole end of the Wire. I hated how they took Omar out. That was the dumbest thing on earth, and I would never forgive them. I think how they did Bodhi. Bodhi, they took out great, but how they took out Omar, I would never forgive them for that. Never.
Whatever. I love El Teddy. Really be and Abby together. It's real and gets my entire life. Thank you, Soap and Wash.
Well, thank you, sir.
Sometimes we put up with
I gladly adopt you.
I
really do as a child. I listen. It looks like It's Me Dita gave me up for Really Be anyway. So I have room over here in the El Teddy 27 camp. Since It's Me Dita gave me up for Really Be. I haven't watched Harlem Lamont. I've been told by my best friend see it.
I'm
And
gonna
so,
watch the first episode and I'll let y'all know. I heard it's good though. I heard it's
yeah, I
good.
heard it's really good. So Megan Good is in it, isn't she? I think.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Megan Good.
Oh yeah,
Jasmine
they keep on
Guy.
showing. They keep on showing Jasmine Guy.
So I'm going to watch it. I said maybe this weekend I'm going to
I'm
watch
sure she plays somebody's mama, but
What is it called again?
Harlem.
Harlem, and that's on
It's
what?
on Amazon Prime.
Oh, good, I got that. Okay, Harlem, because I want to see Jasmine Guy.
Listen, it's me. I hated that
Jasmine
little boy
Guy is
killed
fine.
Omar.
Mariah Carey's kind of scary. Wait a minute. What about my honey Mary? Hey, I'm sorry. Had a moment.
Amazon Prime. What? Why am I... Okay, I'm logged out of my Amazon. So, okay. Anyway, the comments just coming in, child.
Can I get on the adult Twitter?
Who is Boo Boo Kitty?
I can get.
What?
Who's Boo Boo Kitty, y'all?
Who got on
So,
the adult Twitter?
I think Tracy's talking about my freak Twitter account. If you, I haven't. I every 3 or 4 months I go on and review requested my freak Twitter account, and I go through and approve and deny. If you send me one, I'll go on tonight and I'll see. Just let me know.
Tracy, I don't know if you want to jump down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, because my freak Twitter account is not for the faint of heart.
Oh Lord.
Empire Boo Boo Kitty. Oh, okay. All right,
I plan to watch Empire not Empire. Goddamn it! What's the name of the show? Harlem. This weekend. I want to see what it's about because my best friend told me you will like this, so I'm gonna go watch it. And I've been hearing good stuff about it. So, yeah. So that's our homework assignment, y'all. They want us to watch
Harlem. All right.
Harlem. Anyway, let me get off here. I got a meeting that started a minute ago that I'm late for. Yeah, I got.
Well, I'm gonna be live at 6:30 over on my channel talking about the live different strokes and facts of life. So y'all can join me over there at 6:30.
Darren, you got anything for the people before I get off here?
No, it's I'm still on hiatus from the show, still working on things. But you can always follow me at Darren Green TikTok or subscribe to me on YouTube. That's the Darren Green Show. Yeah, I changed the name. Oh, and my link, I got they sent like a special link, like I approve for that now on YouTube. I don't know if y'all got that too. Yeah.
What special link? I don't even know what that is.
It's like okay, so you can send, for example, okay, my link is called youtube.com/the Darren Green Show. Like it's like a small link.
youtube.com/LTD27. So.
Oh, you know what? Somebody was telling me I needed to do that for my link.
Yeah,
to make it simple.
I've had that for a long time. So. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I need to go. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you go, but I need you to help me with something anyway. All right, but yeah, go ahead.
Call me later, really. I gotta get off here anyway.
All right, bye, y'all.
Love y'all. Bye. Love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I gotta go.